Hello children, today I am going to explain exercise 1.1 fifth sum. So same model sum I am going to explain. You have to write textbook sum. Okay na? What is the question? Show that one and only out of n plus 1, n plus 2 or n plus 3 is divisible by 4. First of all, understand the meaning of that question. Here we have n plus 2, n plus 1 and n plus 3. In this only one will be divisible by 4. That means if n is divisible by 4, then n plus 1, n plus 2 and n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. If n plus 1 is divisible by 4, then n plus 2 and n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. If n plus 2 is divisible by 4, then n plus 1, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. If n plus 3 is divisible by 4, n plus 1, n plus 2 are not divisible by 4. So what do you understand here? If 1 is divisible by 4, others are not divisible by 4. So that one we have to show by a proof. Case 1. Case 1. In case 1, what we will take? Let n is divisible by 4. Let n is divisible by 4. So what we have to show? If n is divisible by 4, we have to show n plus 1, n plus 2 and n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. Children, if n is divisible by 4, then what will be the value of n? It will be a multiple of 4. Is it right? It may be 4, 8, 12, 16. Then only it is divisible by 4. So can we write all the multiples of 4? No, we can't write all the multiples of 4. So what we have to do? Let us take n equal to 4k. Why? Because we can't write all the multiples of 4 where k belongs to z plus. You take any positive integers. Okay children. Suppose if they ask in the question divisible by 3, you have to take n equal to 3k. So what we have to do here? We have taken that n is divisible by 4. We have to show that n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. Now you take n plus 1. What is n value? 4k. 4k plus 1. Is it divisible by 4? 4 ones are 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Let us take k. K value any positive integer. 4 ones are 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Is it divisible? No. Any positive integer you take, it is not divisible by 4. So you have to write is not divisible by 4. Is not divisible by 4. Now we have to see n plus 2. What is the value of n? 4k. Already we know here n value is 4k. Plus 2. You take any value in the place of k. 4 ones are 4. 4 plus 2, 6 is not divisible by 4. 4 threes are 12. If you take in the place of k, 3. 4 threes are 12. 12 plus 2, 14 is not divisible. Any positive integer you take, it is not divisible by 4. If you go for next one, n plus 3. n plus 3 means what? N value already we know, 4k plus 3. You take in the place of k any positive integer. 4 ones are 4, 4 plus 3, 7. Not divisible. So any number you take, it is not divisible by 4. So what do you understand from first case? What do you understand from first case? If n is divisible by 4, if n is divisible by 4, then what will happen? N plus 1, n plus 2 and n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. Are not divisible by 4. Okay children, did you understand? In first case what we have showed? N is divisible by 4. Already in the question they told only 1 is divisible. Others, if 1 is divisible, others are not divisible. So we have shown that if n is divisible by 4, remaining 3 are not divisible by 4. Now go for case 2. What is case 2? In first case we have shown that n is divisible by 4, then other 3 are not divisible by 4. In second case we have to take let n plus 1 is divisible by 4. Let n plus 1 is divisible by 4. If n plus 1 is divisible by 4, then n plus 1 is a multiple of 4. Is it right? The value of n plus 1 should be multiple of 4. Then only it is divisible by 4. Now what is 4k? What is divisible by 4? That is 4k. What is divisible by 4 here? N plus 1. So n plus 1 equal to, let n plus 1 equal to 4k, where k belongs to z plus. So here, now what we have to show, if n plus 1, now we are taking n plus 1 is divisible by 4. Then what we have to show, remaining 3 are not divisible by 4. What are the remaining 3? n, n plus 2 and n plus 3. You take n. What is the value of n from up onwards? You see, value of n is plus k plus 1 transposed to that side, it becomes minus 1, 4k minus 1. Is it divisible by 4? What I told, k belongs to z plus. You take any positive integer in the place of k. 4 ones 4. Positive integers, okay? 4 ones 4. 4 minus 1, 3. Is it divisible by 4? No. 4, suppose if you take k value 10. 4 tens 40. 40 minus 1, 39. Is it divisible by 4? No. So what we have to write is not divisible by 4. n is not divisible by 4. Now you take n plus 2. n means already you know. What is the value of n here? 4k minus 1. So in the place of n you write 4k minus 1. Still what is there here? In the place of n we wrote 4k minus 1 because n value is 4k minus 1 plus 2. 4k minus 1 plus 2 how much? 4k plus 1. Is it divisible by 4? No, it is not divisible by 4. If you want, you substitute any value in the place of k. Any positive integer in the place of k, it is not divisible by 4. Next we have to go for n plus 3. What is n? Already you know. 4k minus 1 plus 3. How much? 4k plus 2 is not divisible by 4. Is not divisible by 4. Okay, so what do you understand from case 2? If n plus 1 is divisible by 4, then n plus 2, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. So what we have tried from case 2, if n plus 1 is divisible by 4, then n plus 2, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. So what do you understand in the case 2? If n plus 1 is divisible by 4, then n plus 2, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. Now case 3. Up to now case 1 completed, case 2 completed. In case 1 we have shown n is divisible by 4. Here n plus 1 is divisible by 4 in case 2. Now go for case 3. What is case 3? What is the next one? N plus 2. Let us take, let n plus 2 is divisible by 4. Then we have to show remaining are not divisible by 4. What are the remaining? n plus 1, n plus 3. Okay. If what is divisible by 4? N plus 2. So n plus 2 is in the form of 4k, where k belongs to z plus, where k is a positive integer. Okay. Now n equal to how much? What is n from this? 4k minus 2. Is it plus 2 transposed to that side? Minus 2. Is it divisible by 4? No, it is not divisible by 4. If you want, you substitute 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 2, 6. In the place of k, you write 3. 4 3s are 12. 12 minus 2, 10. Not divisible by 4. Not divisible by 4. Now, n plus 1 you take. What is n value? Already you know the value of n up. What is 4k minus 2? In the place of n I write 4k minus 2 plus 1. How much? 4k minus 2 plus 1 how much? Minus 1. You substitute in the place of k any integer. It is not divisible by 4. Is not divisible by 4. Okay children. Next n plus 3. Now what is the value of n? Already you know, n value is 4k minus 2, and still what is there? Plus 3. 4k minus 2 plus 3, how much? Plus 1. Is it divisible by 4? No, it is not divisible by 4. So what do you understand from this case, children? What do you understand? If n plus 2 is divisible by 4, if n plus 2 is divisible by 4, then what happens here? n plus 1, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. Not divisible by 4. Okay na children? Next, case 4. What is case 4? In case 4, we have to take let n plus 3 is divisible by 4. Let n plus 3 is divisible by 4. If n plus 3 is divisible by 4, then n plus 3 is in the form of 4k. Is it right? Then n plus 3 equal to 4k. Here also I write then, okay, where k belongs to z plus. Okay children, now what we have to do? Let n plus 2, n plus 3 is divisible by 4. Is it right? Then we have to show that remaining are not divisible by 4. Remaining what will be there? n plus 1, n plus 2. We have to show. What is n here? N equal to 4k minus 3. Plus 3 transpose to that side, minus 3. Is it divisible by 4? In the place of k, you substitute any value. It is not divisible by 4. Now you take n plus 1. What is the value of n? Already we got 4k minus 3 plus 1. 4k minus 3 plus 1, how much? Minus 2. Is not divisible by 4. We substitute any positive integer in the place of k, it is not divisible by 4. You take n plus 2. N value already we know, 4k minus 3 plus 2. 4k minus 1 is not divisible by 4. So what do you understand from this case? If n plus 3 is divisible by 4, if n plus 3 is divisible by 4, then n plus 1, n plus 2 are not divisible by 4. Are not divisible by 4. Now what do you understand children? Let's go back. In case 1, what we taken? N is divisible by 4 we taken. Then n plus 1, n plus 2 and n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. In case 2, if n plus 1 is divisible by 4, then n plus 2, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. In case 3, if n plus 2 is divisible by 4, then n plus 1, n plus 3 are not divisible by 4. In last case, if n plus 3 is divisible by 4, then n plus 1, n plus 2 are not divisible by 4. So from all the 4 cases, what do you understand children? If one is divisible, others are not divisible. Is it right? So what we can write? From case 1, 2, 3 and 4, we can say that, what we can say? Only one out of n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 are divisible by 4. What is the meaning of this? If one is divisible by 4, others are not divisible by 4. Did you understand children? I think you understood this sum. Okay children. Now you practice the textbook sum. Okay children. Bye.